Hello, WaaS.PRO, Michael Short here, and here's the first video announcement that I promised to make. And so in this video, I'm going to share my screen and show you one of the tools that we are making an update to. Now, this is a tool that, or an update, I should say, that's been requested for quite some time, since the inception of the tool, and that is Site Settings Pro. And so many of you will be happy to know that Site Settings Pro is getting a major update in that you will be able to add as many fields and tabs as you want. And so I'm super excited about it because there is another announcement that I'll be making that will tie it all in and just make it super awesome. So without further ado, let me go ahead and move us right into Site Settings Pro and get this demonstration started. All right, so here we are on a demo site that we use for testing, just one of the many that we use. But what I want to bring your attention to is that we are at Site Settings Pro configuration that can be found under your network admin. So when you go to network admin dashboard, you just go to settings, and inside here you'll see Site Settings Pro once you have that installed and activated. So now that I'm inside the settings, the first page it gives me, or the first tab, it shows me the configuration. And so it lets you know which of the tabs do we want that are pre-existing in our plugin to show or display for your customers. But we now have added the ability to add custom tabs and custom fields, and we are still working on this, but I just wanted to make this announcement to show you what's coming and coming very soon. So if I click on the custom tabs, here you should be able to see that you can add as many custom tabs as you would like. And the tabs essentially are, let me go ahead and actually take us to the template site real quick to show you what that looks like on the front end for a customer. So there we go. Let me get that open in another tab. So what I'm going to show you first is the tabs themselves. So I've created 3 new custom tabs. We have one labeled My Information, one Instruments if we were working with a some sort of musical instrument type WaaS network, and then we just put one more here for just for shits and giggles. So if you wanted to add another one, you just add the label here, what exactly it's going to say in the tab, and then we have the tab name that gets displayed inside the code. So you can name these whatever you want. You can also edit them at any time. However, the tab name cannot be edited, but that's not something that your customers are really going to see anyways. If we click on edit one that exists, let's go ahead and click on that for the My Information tab. What you'll see is that the tab label will be editable, as you can see here, and then this My Information is not. We're also working on the ability to reorganize these tabs according to how you like to have them display in the settings. So here I am now on the other tab showing you my customers, what the customers would see. And so if I just clicked on Site Settings, give it a second to load, you're going to see all of our tabs here existing. So we have our business details, typography, colors, and buttons, and SEO. These first 5 tabs are ones that come pre-loaded out of the box. And then you'll see that we have 2 of our custom ones. And the reason the third one is not showing up more info is because we don't have any fields to display inside of that. So if I go ahead and click on the more information, you'll see I have a profile picture I can upload. And then under instruments, and obviously this is totally for testing, but we just have choose any football, hockey, or volleyball. So you can give them a selection option. So I'm going to show you all the fields that we can create. It's pretty impressive if I don't say so myself, and all the things that we can do. Really the sky is the limit on what we can create with our site settings. And we're also creating it so that you can add, I believe we can actually do it now, where we can add more fields to the existing tabs that we've already have in place. So let's go back to the settings and let's go to our custom fields. And I'm going to show you what we can do with those. I'll give it a moment. So inside the custom fields, we have different field types. So let me show you the drop down. These are all your options. Whoa, that went away too fast for me. So as you can see, we have some basic fields, content, choice, and jQuery. So there's a lot of different things. I'll give it a moment to take a look at those. I'm not going to read through each one, but this truly gives us so many options on how we can set up our site settings for our customers to start completing. So now with that said, let's go ahead and let's see here. What do I want to do is I want to see if we can go ahead and add one to our existing one just to see if we've got that working quite yet. So let's go ahead and just type in test for this particular field. The field name is going to be test, which is automatically displayed. And we'll say test color. How about that? Since sense, and it automatically adds our field name there for us. And we're doing this because it's a color picker. So let's go ahead and add this field to our, so it's only giving us current to our custom one. So let's go ahead and add it into the one more, since we know that we don't have that tab displaying it. So once I hit save changes, we're gonna go back to the site itself, hit refresh, and see that the one more tab has been created because we now have a field within inside of it. So let me go ahead and hit refresh from here. Again, let's just say leave. You'll see that we're missing that tab, and so once it refreshes, the tab should appear. And let me get out of this selection there. So there it is. We've got one more. So now inside of this, we're going to see that you have the color selector. And I clicked on the tab and don't know how to use my computer, so give me a second there. So there we go. Here's the test color. And so you can select your color. So there we go. So you can add color fields, you can add all of these different things, and then you have the shortcode that's automatically created and displaying for you as a developer to implement into the front end of your websites or templates. Now, if I go back to here and go to configuration, there's a spot where we can say display or not display the actual shortcode, so your customers actually won't see them. So if I say enable shortcodes and save changes, that then means that a customer will be able to see those shortcodes appear for them within their settings menu. So if I hit refresh, it should have no effect on this. Let's go ahead and say leave. And so yeah, the shortcode is still there, but that's only because we're still logged in as the admin. But as a customer, once that field is checked for them not to enable shortcodes, they will no longer, your customers won't be able to see those. So it's not to confuse them, because as you can imagine, they'll be like, what the heck is this? When all we really want them to focus on is putting their information in. So it's pretty exciting. As you can see, we already got some pre-made tabs and fields already created within Site Settings Pro. That's how it came out of the box prior. But now with this new update that's coming out, it's going to give you full options to make this look and work however you want. And so let me give you a little bit of a quick announcement as to what I was alluding to in the beginning of this video, which is, let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen real quick so we can go back to my screen. So there we are. So in what we plan on actually doing is we have a new plugin coming out called Settings Wizard Pro. I mentioned it a couple of times inside the group, and Settings Wizard Pro is pretty exciting because it actually will take you through a setup wizard that's connected to your Site Settings Pro. And so what's going to happen is as you create new tabs and you create new fields, the Settings Wizard Pro will be able to detect them automatically and add them into the wizard, which we're also creating so that you can disable those certain items that you don't want to actually get detected and add it. You'll be able to keep that out of the wizard, but otherwise the wizard will be dynamic also to everything that you're creating on the Site Settings, Site Settings Pro side. So it's pretty exciting because now you can literally have a whole entire wizard developed exactly the way you want. And just kind of give you an idea of how the wizard actually works. So they're going to go through the Ultimo wizard, and then they're going to go through their payment process. So whether your payment process is through Ultimo, or you're using ThriveCart, or you're using CartFlows, they're going to do all of that. And then you take them through the Settings Wizard Pro, because that way all their information is actually taken care of. And then once their information is taken care of, then you can go into, while they're still hot and they're still excited about their new website, take them through the Settings Wizard to make sure you're capturing all the information that you want to grab from them, and so that they can get their site set up and start it. So that's one of the cool things that we got going. And then there's another thing that another plugin we're creating on top of the Settings Wizard Pro that's going to add to these steps that I think you guys are really going to love, that I'll make in another announcement, because it's just so much. I don't want to put it all in one video. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're excited as much as I am about all these things that we can now do with Settings Wizard Pro. Site Settings Pro and the upcoming Settings Wizard Pro. And I'll be doing another video specifically about Settings Wizard Pro, show you exactly how that looks and how it works, and bring that all to you. So anyways, if you have any questions, like I mentioned before, leave them down below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks. Take care. Have a great day.